I just want to share three memories of Ma. I have many, 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 but I want to share one when I was a little boy, and one when I was a teenage boy, and one when I was an old man. When I was a little boy, a neighbor and I went to the local circus, and he found a watch after the circus was over and returned it to the ringmaster, and the ringmaster gave him 50 cents out of gratitude. And that was a lot of money in those days. And I went home and told Mom about it, and she said, "Murray, do you know what you would have done if the ringmaster would have tried to give you 50 cents?" And I said, "I would have taken it." And she said, "No, you wouldn't have. You would have said, 'I don't need your money, sir, because honesty is its own reward.'" I've thought about that my whole life, and although I haven't always been honest and could always be better, that was a lesson from my mother that I've thought about and I think has helped me to be better. When I was a teenager, I was a young teenager, I was once listening in the living room to a conversation Grandma and Grandpa were having in the kitchen. And Grandpa said to Grandma, talking about me not knowing I was overhearing, "You could knock that kid into the middle of the next week and he is so stubborn he still won't do what you want him to do." And Grandma said to Grandpa, "That's true, but you can love him into doing anything you want." And I remember when I heard that I felt a little bit manipulated by Grandma, but I realized that the lesson she was teaching Grandpa was true, that I responded much more to love than to force, and I've tried to remember that too. And the final story I want to share, even though there are many, is I've had the opportunity to drive Grandma to and from her mission in Baltimore, and there were lots of great memories from that trip. But particularly I remember coming back, the church gave Grandma the money to drive home since she'd taken her car out to use it, and he used it the whole time. And they gave her the money to drive home, and she wanted to use it, but she wanted to return as much to the church as possible. But she also didn't want to short me, so she made a jar full of sandwich meat, and we ate that sandwich meat all the way back across the United States when we had stopped for a meal, so she would not spend any more money than she had to and could return tithing money to her Heavenly Father. And that is something I will always remember about Grandma. There are many, many things I'm grateful for Grandma for my Ma for. I love her very much, and Ma, I wish you the happiest of 80th birthdays. I hope you have many more.